Yo, what's good, yo? This is the Hoolagans Podcast, New Year's Eve stream, and it's technically just the freaking wait, my bad, yo. Welcome, y'all. This is the Hoolagans Podcast, New Year's Eve stream, and it's technically just a restream of my last. Well, not technically because it's all new topics. It's all new topics, but my last podcast you can go check right now was freaking the files were corrupted, guys. The files were corrupted, and for some reason, when for some reason you can't see my screen. You feel me? For some reason you can't see my screen, so I was able to get two videos out of it, but yeah, it's one screen the whole podcast. So I'm gonna definitely try to put that up on audio. Um, but I was like, dang man, I'm gonna have to do another stream because that stream's messed up. Can't really use that for content. Um, but this is the the hard knocks, or these are the breaks of being a content creator, being a YouTube creator, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Um, what's it called? There's my backpack right there. Um, our topics for today are we have this random guy, I'm just gonna call him a random guy. I'm sure he's of a notable character. Random guy at Amfest trying to hype up the descendants of colonizers into thinking that what their ancestors did was heroic and brave. We'll get into that later. Up next, we have a mask mandate going on in the LA County facilities. That's brand new. In our pop culture section, we have Twitter working on uh, game streaming from X. I'm sorry, X is now working on game streaming to be able to stream games directly from X, and that's pretty cool. Uh, Additionally, we got DJ Akademiks' girlfriend steals $500,000 from him by hiding it in her socks. In the gaming section, we have NBA YoungBoy's favorite game is Red Dead Redemption. We'll do a little deep dive into that. And lastly, we have 8 underappreciated games of 2023 to help wrap up the year. Um, I just want to give a little sappy speech real quick. Um, Shout outs to everybody who's been rocking with the Hooligans this year. We made a great comeback into the zeitgeist of entertainment. And, I was, for the last 2 years, I've been primarily focused on politics and running for LA City Councilman. Um, I'm happy to say that I ran. Um, Unfortunately, I didn't win, but the primary goal was to learn more about politics so I can have a better shot in the future, as opposed to going to some type of college or anything. I'm not opposed to going to college, just to get more into the kind of sphere of politics. Um, but yeah, so that happened. We got the YouTube channel. Uh, Two things happened. The new YouTube channel I created, which was at 200 subscribers, uh, got deleted because of some copyright stuff. And what's it called? So I was able to scavenge my old YouTube channel, y'all. Don't sleep on your old YouTube channels. Um, I was able to scavenge that, which had about 450 subscribers, and I think I started on that maybe in a few months after the new year, so probably like eight months ago. So I got that from 450 subscribers to 1,970 subscribers as of today, and so that feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, we got this good content strategy going on with our YouTube Shorts. Um, Shout outs to Fortnite. We're basically doing a forced collaboration at this point. It's like, you know, Chair Kid. and Fortnite, but unofficially. Um, Shout outs to everybody in TikTok. We got the little TikTok audience pulling up. Thank you guys. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Um, so that happened, and we got the DJ Akademiks H3H3 style podcast going. That's new to the show. And shout outs to everybody on YouTube watching. Was good, y'all. Was good. Um, what's up, Crees? What's up, Crees? Um, and additionally, we also have the videos now. We have the videos now up, so you don't have to watch the full podcast. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm sticking with. You know what I'm saying? The goal by the end of 2024 is to be at least at 10,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure we'll reach that. So I would like to get to 50,000 if I could, and my dream is to get to 100,000 by next year. Um, the subscribers are weird. Like, I'm not. Are these real subscribers, y'all? Can we just be frank here? Are these real subscribers? Because like I'm getting like consistently like 10, 20 a day, and it's like I'm just being frank, okay? I'm just being frank. All right. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road, man. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and get it started with our first topic of today, which we have this guy at Amfest. Um, to my understanding, um, let's watch this video. Let's watch this video. If you guys aren't familiar with Amfest, this is kind of like a alt-right, uh, young conservative movement put on by none other than Charlie Kirk. All right, let's watch the video. Because
you're only here because your ancestors decided to do that. You come from great men and great women who sacrificed an enormous amount so that you could be here, that kept their faith, that crossed oceans and sacrificed so you could.
By the way, the people he's talking about are the same ones who formed the U.S. and then committed war crimes against humanity via U.S. So that's just, FYI. I'm looking for my cell phone.
Be here in this moment today. It's not a mistake that you're here right now. You weren't born in the wrong time. Things aren't too hard. You come from greatness. It's hard-coded into your DNA. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
I would argue that it's less greatness, to be honest. It's less greatness and more of guys with guns. They come guys with guns. And when I say they, I mean we, because you know me. Let me try to get my cell phone real quick. Hold up. All right. We're in the game. We're in the game. We're on the money. Freaking, like I said, last podcast, the freaking screen froze. So basically, all you heard was audio. So let's watch this one more time.
You're only here because You're only here because your ancestors decided to do that. You come from great men and great women who sacrificed an enormous amount so that you could be here, that kept their faith, that crossed oceans and sacrificed so you could be here in this moment today. It's not a mistake that you're here right now. You weren't born in the wrong time. things aren't too hard. You come from greatness is hard-coded into your DNA. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I got to do some more investigating, but like this is let me get more into my notes and kind of my deeper thoughts on it. He said they crossed oceans to get here, but the point of crossing the oceans were to enslave and torture and dehumanize the people already here. This is simply a means of trying to re, rewrite history and paint the oppressors in a positive light. And just because other people enslaved others, like just because slavery has been a practice throughout human history, it doesn't make it right, and by no means should be celebrated. So it's like, um, I got this. Some of these points were from other TikTok comments, so I'm not the only one who thinks this. But yeah, man, I mean, these Amfest guys are all over the place, bro. Are they Christians? Are they Hindus? Do they colonize? Are they sorry for it? Did they repent of their sins? Did they not repent? Are they anti-white? Are they anti-Semitic? Who knows, bro? By the way, you can't be you can't be anti-Semitic and also support Muslims. So if you support Muslims, you're not anti-Semitic. But it's kind of that's the picture that's being painted here in the US, that if you support Palestine, you're anti-Semitic. No, Palestinians are Semitic people as well. It's just, and I understand it's like more for the sake of conversation, but just Semitic people aren't just the Jewish people. So I hear this anti-white rhetoric being pushed around as if it's anti, in the same way that anti-Semitism is being pushed around. But as I like to reiterate, white people have never had a history of oppression here in this country. Real oppression. Um, so it's kind of like just you're just crying wolf because nothing's happened to you guys. The reason why the black community feels the way they feel is because something really happened here. There was 400 the time is ridiculous enough. Just the time enough, it's like unrealistic. It's unreal. But there was 400 years of BS that happened here to a certain group of people that shouldn't have. That's why it's now coming back around. Cause and effect. You reap what you sow. The fact that the white community, or mostly the Republican white community, is coming up with this anti-white agenda, this anti-white talk, as if they've experienced the same amount of oppression that their descendants, or I mean their ancestors, committed against certain groups here. It's literally psychotic, bro. It is psychotic behavior that they're at this point they're just throwing words together because the logic doesn't make sense. And if anyone has any rebuttals to that or pushback, let me know, man. Let me know. So, uh, yeah. So let's see. Watch some more Amfest videos. Let's hear what Tucker's got to say.
Helps nobody. If you successfully convince an entire generation of young people not to have children, what you're doing is denying yourself grandchildren, which I can tell you at 54 is kind of the only thing you want. And it's not only the only thing you want, it's the only thing that anyone has ever wanted, because having children and continuing the species, passing on your DNA to future generations you will never meet, is the whole point of life. There is no other point, and there's no other accurate.
This is an interesting conversation, actually. I like this conversation. Um, Let's see. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish him. Let me let him finish. Let me let him finish.
Society where, and that's not like some only thing you want. And it's not only the only thing you want, it's the only thing that anyone has ever wanted. Because having children and continuing the species, passing on your DNA to future generations you will never meet, is the whole point of life. There is no other point, and there's no other accurate measure of wealth than your descendants. So if you were creating a society where, and that's not like some kooky evangelical view. That's like a very obvious thing that was obvious to everybody in all human history until about 20 minutes ago. So if you're doing that to your own country and your own children, and they are, and I know because I lived among them, their children aren't doing great at all. They may be rich, but they're totally screwed up. And they're totally loaded up with benzos and SSRIs and addled by porn, and they're as stupid and aimless and doomed as anyone else's children. And probably a higher percentage of them are trans or non-binary or two-spirit or whatever. Which is to say, doomed to a life of barren unhappiness. So, what is that? And what it is evil. That's what that is. Yeah! And I think people misunderstand evil. They assume that evil is something that you inflict on other people. I do an evil thing to you because I am evil. And what they miss is that that's not exactly how it works. Evil pre-exists us. Their program helps nobody. If you successfully convince an entire generation of young people not to have children, what you're doing is denying yourself grandchildren, which I can tell you at 54 is kind of the only thing you want. And it's not only the only thing you want, it's the only thing that anyone has ever wanted, because having children and continuing the species, passing on your DNA to future generations you will never meet, is the whole point of life. There is no other point, and there's no other accurate measure of wealth than your descendants. So if you were creating a society where, and that's not...
All right. What's good, y'all? What's good? My bad, my bad. Trying to get this different camera angle in the mix. What's good, TikTok? How y'all doing? Make sure to tune in live. We on YouTube right now. Um, all right, so let me try to finish the rest of this real quick.
Their program helped because I lived among them. Their children aren't doing great at all. They may be rich, but they're totally screwed up. And they're totally loaded up with benzos and SSRIs and addled by porn, and they're as stupid and aimless and doomed as anyone else's children. And probably a higher percentage of them are trans or non-binary or two-spirit or whatever. Which is to say, doomed to a life of barren unhappiness. So, what is that? And what it is evil. That's what that is. Yeah! And I think people misunderstand evil. They assume that evil is something that you...
All right, all right. Yeah, so this conversation of is children the ultimate point of life and like, you know, grandchildren. Should you have children? Should you have grandchildren? Um, you know, the longer I live, bro, every single day I'm alive, I am more and more glad that I don't have children, actually. And I'm not too concerned about grandchildren, to be honest. Um, and it's interesting because in the Christian perspective, um, when it comes to sex, they only kind of tell you to have sex just so you're not committing adultery. There's nothing at the end of the Bible that talks about the benefit or that encourages you even to have children. Like, if the whole point is that this world is evil, why would you want to keep bringing more souls into the world just so they can suffer as well? Because that's what's going to happen. And Unfortunately, let's see. Let's look at the causes of death, the leading causes of death inside the U.S. All right, let's go. What are the leading causes of death in the USA? And COVID-19. Get it out of here with that. All right, let's go. These are the top 10 causes of death in the USA. I want to see. I need to see with this information real quick. Let's see. Because unfortunately, we got to talk about this, y'all. We got to talk about suicide. Check this out. This is the information I wanted. So here we go. Charlie Kirk is encouraging uh people to have children. Tucker Carlson's encouraging people to have children. But what about when those children grow up to become adults? Check this out. As of 2021, suicide was among the top 9 leading causes of death for people ages 10 to 64. Not even not even a full-grown adult yet. Suicide was the second leading cause of death for people ages 10 to 14 and 20 to 34. The second leading cause of death. This is the information I was looking for, right? So it's like you're encouraging having children, but they are very likely to around the age of 10 to want to kill themselves. And that's just the unfortunate truth about this country. So, me personally, as of this podcast, as of December 12th, 2023, 9:36 a.m., I'm saying don't have children, bro. I'm saying don't have children because they obviously don't want to be here. And the young adults, they don't want to be here either. At least not in the US. So, over 48,000 people died by suicide in 2021. There's one death every 11 minutes. Many adults think about suicide or attempt suicide. This is some serious stuff, y'all. Like, normally this show is really tongue in cheek, really sarcastic, you know. But this stuff is no joke right here. And the fact that I brought this up because we got these alt-right, influencers telling everybody to have kids. But the facts are right here and they're not pretty, bro. The effects of having children and the likelihood of how they're going to die is very young, and it's usually self-inflicted. So there you have it, guys. I don't want to spend too much time on that. This originally started by the other guy, but this Amfest thing, this Amfest thing, and they got Ramaswamy here. You already know. This Amfest thing is I'm concerned about it. So we'll keep it pushing. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got to talk about this mask mandate in LA County facilities. So you already know the show is primarily hosted here in Los Angeles. So we do like to talk about uh, local LA news. LA is one of the major cities in the USA. It's what they call a tester city. So I think you got uh, LA, Texas, New York, Florida, these tester cities. All right, here we go. We got a mask mandate reinstated. We got to talk to the shorty up at Clip Champ. She's just waiting. Clip Champ. She's just waiting to help us out with some assistance. Shout outs to everybody on TikTok who's tuning in. If you guys want to tune into the show, we're live on YouTube right now. Holla at your boy. All right. Um, let's see. Text to speech. All right. So let's see it must. And here's the thing, guys. Shout outs to Richie from Boston, bro. He's an old school OG YouTuber who I'm pretty sure they took him out, aka deleted his channel. He's been talking about this, bro. I mean, what do you mean a rise in COVID-19 things? It's wintertime. People get sick in the winter, and it's not even that people get sick. It's low key. People's bodies are actually when you have all that mucus, that's mucus that's been stored up from the summer, from the spring, from all year. And then at the end of the year, your body's getting rid of it to prepare itself for the new year. At least that's kind of how I see it. If you've been taking care of yourself all year, you're not gonna get sick in the winter time. Um, I'm not sick. I've been taking care of myself all year, bro. I've been very cautious of how I treat the inflammation in my body, and I've been working out because people sleep on working out. My bad, y'all. Well, we need to talk about this because this is what concerns health. So people sleep on working out, even me myself, bro, because we'll get into that later, but I slept on working out. Little did I realize that it takes energy, it takes muscles in order for you to simply breathe. You know what I'm saying? So, um, my point is that even by simply doing push-ups every day, some squats, sit-ups, you're strengthening the very you know, things muscles that are necessary for you to simply breathe. And you know, what's it called? Newsflash, in the wintertime when it gets colder, it gets harder, it's harder for your body to function in the cold. So breathing is, it's not significantly harder, but it is you know, scientifically harder to breathe in the wintertime than it is in the summer. So simple things like doing push-ups, everything that your body normally does, all the functions, it's more difficult to do in the wintertime. So you got to be you got to stay warm, but you really got to strengthen your body because your body needs strength in order to process the food, in order to breathe, in order to process stress. Your body needs to be in a state to handle that. And as we all know, most sickness is caused by inflammation, and usually I want to look, how does the body get rid of inflammation? How does the body get rid inflammation? Inflammation. Inflammation. Chun chun chun. All right, hold on. Chun 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 chun. All right. Yo, Colton, what's good, bro? What's good, Colton? Bro called me an emo, bro. I'll take that. That's a compliment, bro. Thank you. I stay with I stay with the sad vibes, bro. Not on purpose. It's just this is a tough world, guys. Tough world. Anyways, let's see. Aside from eating in an anti-inflammatory diet, other dietary and lifestyle habits can help you reduce inflammation. But how does the body get rid of it? Re- Resolution of inflammation is initiated by an active class switch in the mediators such as classic what the heck classic prostaglandins and leukotrienes to the production of hemoreservoirs. Bro, that's a whole nother language, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta give me a break, bro. Y'all gotta. How do you flush inflammation out of the body? But where does it go? Like, where does the inflammation go? Anyways, most sicknesses is caused by inflammation. Um, let's read this article. My bad, y'all. We got to read this article.
Amid a significant rise in respiratory illnesses, all Los
No.
Angeles County
Andrew, I fired you. You're not welcome at Hula Court, Andrew. Go away. We only want Jenna in here at Hula Court. Jenny's cool. Andrew's lame. Jenny, let's hear that sweet voice of yours, Jenny.
Amid a significant rise in respiratory illnesses, all Los Angeles County healthcare facilities have reinstated a mask mandate. The order is in direct response to a rising number of COVID-19 infections leading to hospitalizations and deaths, officials said Saturday. The county's number of COVID hospital admissions officially entered the CDC's medium level on Friday, December 29. Advertising. The agency's levels are determined by data reflecting new COVID hospital admissions, hospital beds being used by COVID patients, and the total number of new COVID cases in the community. We're starting to see the effects of gathering during the holidays, a variant that is likely to be more contagious, more easily infecting people, low rates of immunization, explained Dr. Annie Rimoin, professor of epidemiology at UCLA Fielding School of Public Health. And the weather's been cold, so people are gathering inside. Licensed healthcare facilities that are subject to the mask mandate include general acute care hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, including subacute facilities, intermediate care facilities, emergency medical services, EMS, provider agencies, congregate living health facilities, chemical dependency recovery hospitals, acute psychiatric hospitals, dialysis centers, home health agencies, primary care clinics, ambulatory surgery centers, hospice facilities. An at-home COVID-19 test shows a negative result. Alex Marticu/Nexstar. Healthcare workers watch as medical workers try to resuscitate a patient who tested positive for coronavirus at Providence Holy. Hospital workers attend a candlelight vigil outside Hollywood Presbyterian Medical Center for a nurse who died of the sick child. Getty Images. An at-home COVID-19 test shows a negative result. Alex Marticu/Nexstar. Healthcare workers watch as medical workers try to resuscitate a patient who tested positive for coronavirus at Providence Holy. Healthcare workers watch as medical workers.
Oh my gosh. What happened? All right, my bad, y'all. During December 2023, the rate of new COVID-19 hospital admissions has steadily increased toward the CDC's minimum level. The county mandate states that for the previous 8 months, COVID-19 hospital admissions remained at the CDC's low level. This current increase indicates a higher impact of serious illnesses from the COVID-19 on the community. My bad, y'all. Sometimes Shorty be tripping. So they're saying that it's due to this right here is the most head ass statement, excuse my French, that I've ever seen from a news article. They said the weather's been cold, so people are gathering inside. The weather is the same temperature every year. It's not shocking. It's not some it's not some uh huge discovery that since the weather's cold, people are gathering inside. Um, I don't know, man. I'm calling BS, bro. I'm calling BS because we've had holidays, we've had all this type of stuff for years, hundreds upon hundreds of years. Well, actually, I don't know how long holidays been around for, but it's like if this is the trick that they're gonna pull every winter, which is what Richie from Boston was saying. Shout out to Richie from Boston. I'm bringing that point back around. Um, what's it called? What's it called? Let me fix this little shenanigan real quick. Oh, oh. Yo, That was not supposed to happen, y'all. That was not supposed to happen. Gosh, yeah. Ooh, it's crazy, y'all. When I make those noises, it's like I can like shift my body in different ways that I normally couldn't, and I can like basically recover faster. Cause that crap hurt, bruh. That crap did not feel good. Um, Jeez Louise, man. Anyways, uh, yeah. So we got this mask mandate stuff, and what's it called? The masking requirement can be lifted once the hospital's administration levels reach to retreat into the low threshold for at least 14 consecutive days. It's pretty tough, man. We'll see what happens next. Um, Shout outs to everybody watching. Shout outs to everybody watching. Um, we're gonna keep it pushing though, man. Well, let's see if there's anything on TikTok. See if we can get some more information over there. All right. Oh, this guy.
COVID-19 vaccination rates in the United States. Starting on December 15th, California is now going to require masks indoors. Yes, there is a mask mandate coming.
Why so freaking weird?
We are outside the county, LA County Public Health Department, and there's big news. Masks are back in healthcare for visitors and healthcare providers. Everyone needs to be wearing a mask in healthcare settings. And I want to interview the homies out here, the fellow agitators, to see why they think it's important that we keep masks in healthcare. Why is it important to have masks in healthcare?
Oh, because it's a basic human right to have a safe access to healthcare systems.
Absolutely.
I mean, other things, we have choices, but we get sick, we have to take care of our health. And if we can be safe at the hospitals, well, I mean, what can we do?
Exactly.
I mean, don't see doctors? That's not an option. That's why it's important.
Absolutely. Thank you, Menching. Next up, Joaquin, why is it important to keep masks in healthcare settings at all times?
Yeah, we did it. Mask requirements are back in healthcare
Yes,
settings.
we did it.
Masks in healthcare settings during an airborne pandemic is the only reasonable thing to do. It's the only right thing to do. Those who are immunocompromised do not have protections if there are no mask requirements in healthcare settings, and everyone is vulnerable to SARS-2. So we did it. Mask requirements are back.
Woo! Why is keeping masks in healthcare important right now?
So we need more people not
Man.
to the hospital so people can get better and recover. And
Leave the youngin'
also,
alone, y'all. Leave the
they
youngin'
can get
alone.
sick again whenever they get sick of anything. Yeah. So
Is getting sick bad for kids too?
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
We need kids and adults to get better and
Medically
All
vulnerable,
right.
especially
get better.
people who are medically vulnerable, especially our elderly, especially children, especially BIPOC individuals, especially the disabled. What is really important?
Yo, wait,
is
hold
for us
on,
to
hold on,
realize,
hold on.
Especially the disabled, especially our elderly. Especially, I just want to say, while this is a huge win for everyone, especially people who are medically vulnerable, especially our elderly, especially children.
Why is this a huge
especially
win?
BIPOC everyone.
Adults to get better and safe.
Absolutely. All right.
Yo, shout outs to the
And
young
lastly,
homie,
I
man.
just want to say, while this is a huge win for everyone, especially people who are medically vulnerable, especially our elderly, especially children, especially BIPOC individuals, especially the disabled.
Don't call me a BIPOC,
What
bro.
is really important is that for us to realize
I am not
why do we have to wait
bisexual
for death
Tupac,
numbers to
okay?
go up, for more people to die before we bring back these kinds of requirements. Isn't
BIPOC.
it common sense to just always have them in place? With that said, check your privilege and wear a mask.
Doesn't it make sense to always have them in place? What do you mean by that? Queerston says, I have avoided going to ER multiple times because of the last time I went and got sick with an N95 on. I hate it so much. This girl said that she went to the doctors and got sick there. Well, let's talk about health. I mean, let's look at a freaking look at hospital. All right, this is something I've wanted to yap on this for some time. So this is supposed to be the place. This is supposed to be the place where you go to get better when you're sick, right? But let's shout outs to everybody on TikTok. Shout outs to everybody on TikTok. Let's think about this for a second, right? If you are going to if you are going to what's it called? If you're going to get a pet, right? Let's see, me, I have a pet bearded dragon. Pet bearded dragon. Okay. All right. Here's the point. Here's the point. This is an animal that's out of its habitat, right? It's being kept in an unnatural place, but to uh to suffice for it, you give him things that is accustomed to his natural habitat, which makes him relax, makes him feel better, and helps him, live how he's supposed to live. So if if you're going to put your bearded dragon in its natural habitat, why would you want to take a human being out of its natural habitat if you're trying to make it feel better? Because as far as I'm concerned, these inside hospital, this looks nothing like a human being's natural habitat. Can I get a witness in this? Can you all agree that this does not look like a human being's natural habitat? Let's see. Human natural habitat. Our natural habitat as humans is the earth, specifically various terrestrial environments such as forests, grasslands, deserts, and coastal areas. Okay, forests, grasslands, deserts, and coastal areas. Do you see any grasslands in here? Do y'all see any forests or grasslands? Do you guys see any deserts, any coastal? You guys see any water in here? You guys see where I'm going with this? Um, if a human being is meant to thrive, a lot of times if you go to the doctors, right, you'll go to a place like this, and very simply, the doctor will say what? Are you getting enough sunlight? Right? Why are you doing stuff to relieve you from stress? Right? Because right now, this is usually where a human being spends most of its time. Right here. Which is interesting because this actually looks very similar to this, right? They look very, very, very similar. So if this is a place where humans go to get stressed out, right? Don't even get me started on AC, because does AC exist in a human being's natural habitat? Thank you. Um, if this is a place you go to get stressed out, why is this a place where you're supposed to go to feel better? Because that's really all being sick is. If you're sick, you just don't feel good. Why are these places so similar? Why does the hospital room look like an office? Why does the office look like a hospital room? You feel me on that? Y'all feel me? You understand me? Um, yeah, if I get sick, I'm not coming here, bruh. Because this isn't all right. If I'm not sick, where should I be spending my time? I should be spending my time in the forests, grasslands, deserts, and coastal areas, right? I shouldn't be hanging out in an office because I believe hanging out in an office is how you end up here. Let's just look at a beach, right? This is what this is my envisionment of a hospital. Because check this out. There's no air circulation here. There's no natural air here. You know how bad AC is for you? It freezes the inside of your nervous system. That's why you got all these coughing problems and you got all these inflammation issues because your body, the inside of your body is frozen from all that freaking AC. Look, this right here is a freaking hospital, right? Tell me that if you didn't have, now I'm being tongue in cheek here. Tell me if you didn't have any sicknesses, you come here, you're better within 5 business days. You're better within 5 business days, bruh. And now you might just think it is a little bit funny. I'm being facetious, but check this out. This place has what? What does this place have? It has our natural habitat. Has a little bit of forests, right? Got a little forest there. I'm sure there's some trees up the beach. We have we have grasslands, deserts. I'm sure some grass up there. The little significant the sand of the desert, and you got water, yo. This is a hospital right here because this is a human being's natural habitat. If you're trying to get better, which I guess is just live more time here, wouldn't you go to where a human being thrives the best? Why the only reason why people go here is because of the products that they have, right? There's no reason that you can't have this operation looking something like this on here. Watch. Hospital bed, hospital bed on beach. This right here, bro. I know this is might be look it. Oh, there's an article on it. This Spanish doctor brings COVID-19 patients to the beach. I'm telling you, bro. You know why? Because there's something about I mean, now I'm getting wi- real iffy here. This is some iffy information. Our bodies may be 6 feet tall, half a foot in width, but I think our souls are a lot bigger than that, and they don't necessarily have a size. And so the ability to see out as far as you can, it's almost like your spirit gets to stretch. You know what I'm saying? And that is revitalizing to the body because the body is able to think of your spirit kind of like helium, right? And almost like you can I'm just trying to paint the picture here, guys. You can like Ant-Man, you can shrink your spirit or you can grow your spirit as big as you want it. But the spirit's confined to this body. So there is a point that you can get to where your spirit is as large as it can get to while still being inside of the body, if that makes sense. And this is why claustrophobia exists. Why don't I like tight spaces? It's because your spirit is a lot larger, because it's technically an energy field than your body. So if you're getting closed in tight spaces, it's actually starting to affect your aura, if you will. You know, I'm not trying to get too let's see, spirit body energy field. Check this out. Check this out. This is right here. This is just kind of what I'm talking about. Um This is known facts that we all have this. So, like me, I used to have claustrophobia with the slides at like water parks. You know those tight freaking water park slides? Watch, Soak City Water Park. Yo, these used to freaking give me so much anxiety, bro. Yeah, these yo, these are scary, bro. The ones that don't. The ones that are enclosed right here. Come on, come on. Why you do me that way? Right here, bro. Like this right here. Would give me mad anxiety until I started to feel like I was an ODST drop shock trooper. And I was freaking you feel me, bro? Like the freaking movies and shit. And then that kind of allowed me to relax. But what the reason why I had anxiety and so why other people have claustrophobia, this is just my opinion, is that our energy field is a lot larger than this tube right here. So when you get inside of it, your spirit is like, oh, it feels cramped, even though you're perfectly fine, and that comes to all with being able to relax the body because the body it's not the body that has anxiety, it's your spirit. That's why people have panic attacks. It's like what the frick, nothing's wrong, but yet you see them like panicking as if they were being mugged or something, but but literally nothing's wrong. That's because the spirit is panicking. The spirit is like having issues. um I kind of got off topic there, but yeah, man, I mean, we're talking about healthcare, and why it's good to bring sick people to the beach because that's one of the natural habitats. Even the color, like, put some color on the sheets. Dang, Flabbit. Put some color on them hospital sheets. Allow the brain to be stimulated, bruh, because that's what's gonna cause uh um uh, like because the inflammation can also happen in your brain, but the more stimulated you are, the more that your brain can kind of like push that inflammation out, and you can kind of not get sick, man. But yeah, guys, this is kind of what I'm talking about here. um he's got all the medicine. He's got everything he needs. He's got fresh breeze. He doesn't have that nasty AC running through his freaking lungs. And lastly, though, they should actually face them upward. They should be able to get faced upwards like like freaking Darth Vader, like because people get bed sores. You guys heard of bed sores when the body, when you don't move your molecules and all that, and it just sits there, it starts to develop. The inflammation just sits in one spot. Like a loogie is just inside your system, just sitting there. That's how you get that. That's how you get COVID-19. That's how you get the freaking. That's how you die. You know what I'm saying? But if you were able to like Darth Vader, then you can. It's a helping move the body. This is why stuff like spiritual, or how you feel. I don't care how you feel about it spiritually. Yoga is good for you, in the sense of you need to move your body in ways that you don't normally move it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stretch, because if you just are doing the same things every day after day, week after week, year after year, your body gets into this perpetual motion to where it's almost like as if it's laying down infinitely. You know, the reason, the same effect happens. So even me, guys, I'm trying to get into the gym. This is why calisthenics is good as well as lifting. I would do 60% calisthenics, 40% lifting, or 70% calisthenics, 30% lifting, because the calisthenics is going to make sure that all the muscles in your body are being used. It's all freaking, you're using your own body weight. So there's a different level of movement that you're doing as opposed to using like an outside, dumbbell or something. So I don't want to yap too much on that. We're gonna get into our next topic, but this is some pretty serious stuff, guys. So, um, you know, get into calisthenics, go to the beach, stay warm. I have a heater in here, y'all. I got a heater now. I was wondering why I wasn't feeling good, and it's because I didn't have my heater, and so I got a heater in here, keep the place heated. And stay drinking water too, because your body thrives off water. It's good to have some sugar, some soda every now and then, just to I think the carbonation is good for you, just a little bit though. The sugar is even good for you. If you have too much water, you kind of like you kind of like, delete everything in your body essentially. So a little bit of sugar's good, a little bit of fat, a little bit of foods, but definitely a lot of exercise. And even I've incorporated meditation, yo. Just meditate for 1 minute, guys. And I'm not saying you don't gotta, this is all ties into spiritual stuff. So get ready for whatever comes with it. I mean, y'all are here on this planet. Y'all got a spirit, I got a spirit. So that is just a part of what happens. But the meditation is good for the brain. We're all looking at screens basically 24/7. So there's unless you make time to shut your eyes and just sit there, you're not ever going to do it. So, and that's people are making money. People lose money when you meditate. And so, let's rob these niggas. Anyways, we're going to move on to our next topic. We got Twitter allowing you to stream video games directly from their X platform. And when I say Twitter, I do mean X. Um, I wish Elon Musk was as cool as he thinks he is, man. Cause this guy like cursing, he's naming his platform X like some high schooler. Like, come on, bro. Just give me a break, bro. No one buys it. Maybe your buddies up at the top in Silicon Valley, maybe they buy it, but nobody under the age of 30 is buying it, bro. We have interacted. We have too much people time. The thing that the internet has allowed us to do, whether you're conscious about it or not, is you've now interacted with infinitely way more people than the generations before us have. You know, our understanding of human behavior, tone, all that stuff, bro. So when we feel something's off, it's not because we're hating or or uh or anything nature. There's literally something off. We've interacted. It's just the same way that your AI unit and your chat bot and your Gronks gain their intelligence from sweeping the internet, basically interacting with other people. That's the same way we do. And the more time you spend on the internet, the more information you're going to have on people. It's simple physics. Check this out. We got an article here, and you know what sucks about this newscasting stuff is a lot of these guys who are famous now, I believe, I'm like Syndrome from The Incredibles, bro. Except I'm not wearing a cape. You feel me? I was big fans of these guys, bro. And just to see what they have become, I was big fans of these guys, and now I'm just not a fan, dude. Just not a fan. All right, let's check this out. I mean, I'm not mad at that though. I gotta give credit
X,
to.
formerly known as Twitter, is working to bring live streaming support to consoles. Live streaming is one of the most accessible forms of entertainment nowadays. Virtually every social media app has a way to live stream at this point, from TikTok to Instagram. Most people on those apps just stream their regular lives, but platforms like Twitch and YouTube allow for much more elaborate streams. People stream video games, host game shows, talk shows, and much more. Even LeBron James is entering the world of streaming with Madden streams in the near future, joining celebrities like Snoop Dogg in the world of streaming. Now, X, aka Twitter, is looking into allowing streaming for video games on consoles. As of right now, you can only stream to Twitch and YouTube from a console, so being able to stream to Twitter would be a pretty impressive move. However, this may
Okay.
cause some controversy, as Twitter has already caused a lot of annoyances for console owners. Before Elon Musk took over the platform, players could freely upload screenshots and game clips to Twitter with ease.
I used
It
to do
made it
that.
easy to share your highlights with your friends on social media. Now, due to changes with Twitter's infrastructure, you can no longer upload clips from Xbox or PlayStation to Twitter. Users can already stream directly to X/Twitter through their PC, but it's not possible on console. With that said, Elon Musk was asked directly about making that change, and he confirmed that they're already working on a way to stream to X through console. Elon Musk says he is working on the ability for console users to stream directly to X/Twitter, pic.twitter.com/b2qupa8l1r. Jake Lucky, at Jake Sucky, December 29, 2023. As of right now, we have no idea when this will happen. It's also possible that the platform holders end up rejecting this given advertisers are pulling out of Twitter due to the.
So, yeah, like I used to upload my game clips to Twitter and then them from there. But now I just download them directly from the Xbox app. I didn't even know you couldn't download it from. I'm not calling it X, bro. It's just a stupid name, bro. It's just a stupid name. I'm calling it Twitter. Um Twitter acting brand new, bro. Let's see. Due to the lack of content moderation, however, if it does happen, maybe we'll see a return to being able to upload clips and screenshots to Twitter. So I thought this was streaming video games. My bad, y'all. I thought you were able to stream video games like directly from Twitter, kind of like a X app. Yo, shout outs to people in the chat. What's up, Davey Gang? What's up, Jordy Brew? So you know what? Next, Davey Gang in the chat. Jordy Brew said, "You know what? Next time you play Fortnite, I'm going to stream snipe you." Why he get so violent, bruh? Why he get so violent? No, we're at about 40 views on YouTube. This is probably the most that I've ever had. So shout outs to y'all, man. I appreciate the love, bro. Um, yeah, that's dope. That's dope for real, man. Um, I wish that's the thing is like I don't know how to look at comments and respond to them, but I don't really see. I guess the super chats. I don't know. Well, we're gonna figure it out. How do I look at comments and stream at the same time, man? Because y'all know maybe I get a second monitor. Maybe that's how it's done through a second monitor. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for the views. Thank you guys for the comments. We're gonna keep it pushing, yo. Uh, we got our DJ Akademiks' girlfriend steals $500,000 from him by hiding it in her socks, yo. Like Cardi, like Playboy Cardi, bruh. In a sock, in a sock, in my sock, no, in my rap. All right, yo. Shout outs to DJ Akademiks, bro. We got to talk about giving people flowers, bro. We got to give DJ Akademiks his flowers, bro, because bro really is the OG of doing these type of streams. And yeah, bro, I'm trying to get $500,000 stolen from me. You know what I'm saying? You know how much money you gotta have to just have 500,000? No, I don't want $500,000 stolen from me. But apparently DJ Akademiks' girlfriend steals 500K from him, bruh. I don't like hearing that, bro. Why are you stealing why are you stealing from the GOAT, bruh? Why are you stealing from the prize? What's going on, man? What's going on out here?
Last night, December 29th, DJ Akademiks' name started circulating after clips of him explaining that his ex-partner stole $500,000 cash from his home before their breakup. On his off-the-record podcast, he detailed times when she searched his emails to find leverage against him within the relationship. During the shocking announcement, he said, "This is where you all would call me a simp, and I am going to take it. There was a time, I don't anymore, but there was a time when I had $1 million cash in my crib. Do you know this ***ch stole $500,000 from me, cash?" He further solidified the statement, saying, "Bro, I had money in different safes, just sitting there. I gamble, so when I gamble, I pick the money up in cash. I am not counting it every day.
Big Mac Ack in the
Akademiks allegedly
building.
found out after testing out a new money counter. He said, "One day, I said, let me try out my new money counter. You know I like counting my money and wrapping the bands around them *****ts. If you do not like that, I am sorry. When I was counting, I thought I should have at least $950,000, $900,000, but I only had $400,000. The provocative show host and streamer has recently faced backlash for his spat with famous women MCs like Glorilla, Young Miami, and more. Elsewhere, during an interview with Lil Yachty, the broccoli rapper stated how he felt that although Akademiks talks tough, he could not beat up his new foe Saucy Santana. Yachty told him, "I think he would, beat you." He's not a little guy. Akademiks questioned if he should fight Santana, to which the artist replied, "Why not? He's still a man." Akademiks responded by dismissing the possibility of an altercation with Santana. He stated, "No, me and him."
All right. Well, so there you have it, guys. His freaking DJ Akademiks, you know what I'm saying? Be putting it down in the gambling area. Yo, shout outs to DJ Akademiks. So he's got all the cash in his crib. He doesn't anymore. Just for all the goons out there. Um, and by the way, I'm broke. If you could tell, you could tell. Um, he said he's not counting the money every day. So apparently he counts the money and he comes up with $400,000 only, bruh. Only 400K. And so freaking what's it called? I forgot where I seen this at, but it was apparently she was hiding it in her socks, bro. Hiding it in her socks. Which I thought this was like a good shorty for him, man. I thought this was a good shorty. Let's see. There's got to be some TikTok spitter spatter. All right, here we go. Check this out.
She sucks some dick. I fall asleep. She run through, try to get in my emails. Oh, let me see if I can find out something about you. Like, what? Before we even got here, she was like, yo, I'm going to tell the world, oh, you're not a millionaire. Gang, see my TD account, nigga, with $400,000. Nigga, I got tens of millions in motherfucking stocks and bonds. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about?
Shout out.
This is what this woman really thinks she got over a nigga. She want to be in your bank account. She want to be in every single thing about you. Now, let me tell you, this is going to be the most egregious thing, I swear. This is going to be the most egregious thing. And if anybody, and if she actually denies this, I got all the proof. I could have had this woman in jail for 40 years. Are y'all listening to me? For 40 years. This is how forgiving I am, and this is why y'all going to call me a simp, and I'm going to take it. Chat. There was a point. I don't know more. So for all y'all niggas who think y'all got it, y'all just gonna come get a different result. There's a time I used to have $1 million cash in my crib. That's a fact. Do you know this bitch stole $500,000 from me? Cash. Bro, I had them in safes and all type of shit. Nigga, I'm not checking the money all the time. I had money just sitting there. I gamble, nigga. When I gamble, I pick money up cash.
Big Mac in the building.
When Shorty moved to Houston, like whatever, you know, we like broke up or whatever. Not really peeping shit. Nigga, I got $1 million in cash. $1 million. Not talking about 50, $1 million. One day, I get a new money counter. I said, let me try my new money counter, and I get the bands. So I like count my money and wrapping the bands around them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're not like that, I'm sorry. So I'm counting my money. My nigga, I had $1 million. I remember I had $1 million. Now I might have given my mom like 30 grand here. I might have, but I should have like definitely over like 950. Definitely 900. 900,000. I count my money. I got $400,000.
That's basically what we heard from the
The way I found out she stole the money, she goes to Houston. Immediately, she buys a $140,000 car. She gets an apartment. Oh, I'm right over the Toyota Center. Okay. When she's like, oh, I need to go get my stuff, then I could leave. I would just go in the corner, let her and her parents or whoever walk through my crib and go get her stuff. What I didn't know is that she knew the combination. I got 8 safes in my crib. She knew the combination of every one of them, bro. I swear I didn't know, bro. I swear I didn't know this. She give me access to her Ring camera in Houston. When I looked at her camera, she took my money in socks. I count my money and I put them in $50,000 wads. It was in big socks that she put them in. And when I looked at the camera in Houston, out the sock, 50,000. Out the sock, 50,000. Out the sock, 50,000.
Yo, Akademiks' new name?
The money
Stackademics, bro.
Here's what my dumb ass do. I take
We
her
call
back.
them Stackademics.
I tell her ass, I said, put all my money in a bag, $500,000, get on the next plane in the morning, and bring my $500,000 back to my crib. She did that, to be honest. I got my money back. That never went to the cops. The way I found out she stole the money, she goes.
All right, yo, hey, shout outs to Doc, bro. Shout outs to Doc. He said she bought a $140,000 car and still returned with $500K. The matching act. Yo, I was just thinking that same thing. Like, so she spent your money. That's how you found out. Kashia go barakana. And then she was able to return that same amount to you? Come on, bro. Come on, Ak. You usually factual with it, bro. That don't make no sense, man. What you talking about, Willis? Let's see.
Real quick, I do want to give a little bit of credit to Akademiks because he is an amazing storyteller, dog. But remember, like I told y'all a few videos ago with the Omi and the Hellcat, what Biggie say? More money, more problems, and I'm not gonna lie, Akademiks. I get it. I hear it in your voice. You always want to friendly remind everybody you got the bag. Cool, but let me tell you what this story. I don't know if you be listening to your own stories, but what this story told me is the bag ain't everything because 2 different women was choosing up with multiple different dudes, and you still got the bag. Yeah, you got the bag, but they wanted to get a cheeks up to everybody lesser. So I don't know what your homeboys look like. I don't even care. But all I'm just sitting here saying is you almost wanted to cry with the first story because, oh yeah, my man was over there and she chose up and let my 2 homeboys get it. You what? Oh, bro, you probably could have left it at that story, but didn't you sit here and say, Shorty took me for 500 racks and that ain't even top the story off. She was letting the dude on the Jets practice car crack. You should have literally said, I'm trading these cars and go give me some treadmills or something else. And then she was cash apping broke boys money. Real quick, I do want to give a little bit of credit to Akademiks because he is an amazing storyteller, dog. But remember, like I told y'all a few videos ago.
Yo, I just got age restricted, man. On my TikTok. I guess they were able to see the smoke. My bad. Anyways, yo, hey, that man said what he said, bro. That man said what he said. No. All right, I'll worry about that later. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, so DJ Akademiks has been having some issues, man. But nevertheless, that dude still is the king of this. Yo, shout outs to 9 Lives. Shout outs to Sarah Corona. Thank you guys for dropping in the chat. And let's go. We're gonna keep it pushing. We got 2 more subjects before we end the stream. Again, this is the New Year's. This just happens to be a New Year's stream. I am trying to make up for some lost videos because if y'all can check out the last freaking thing, I freaking yeah, I kind of dropped the ball. But it's all good. Before we get into it, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Just a quick 5-minute break, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just going to take a little 5-minute break. Hoolagans. Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? What's up, y'all? What's good? Um, I've been getting multiple messages about possibly playing some Fortnite together. Shoot, man. Maybe we'll have like a specific day or something, man. We could all get some Fortnite games in. Um, it's not a bad idea. Let me go get my pixie stick and then I'll be right back. We're gonna get into this gaming section. We got NBA YoungBoy's favorite game is Red Dead Redemption. Hoolagans. So let me get some video. Our hearts so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. All right, all right. All right, let's get back in the game. All right, let's talk about this NBA YoungBoy favorite game is Red Dead Redemption. I've actually never played that game, but I did play Gun. Did y'all ever play Gun? Yo, this was my Red Dead Redemption, y'all. I freaking let one of my friends borrow it. I never got it back, bro. I think I borrowed one of his games as well. But this was my favorite game, bro. I let him borrow this and Ultimate Spider-Man. Bro, Ultimate Spider-Man. Bro, this was the freaking game right here, bro. All right, let's see this NBA young boy. NBA, NBA. Uh, where did I see this at? If someone stole, if your girlfriend stole $500,000 from you, would you press charges? I think I would. I think I would. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Our hearts so true. Our courage will pull us through. Ah, here we go. Here we go. I think I found it on TikTok.
Yeah. And it got me interested in like horses.
I play Red Dead Redemption and
Part 2, man, one of the greatest games ever.
yeah, it's long as hell.
It's so long. Red Dead Redemption. Did you play the first one though, the OG one? The new one is great. The last one was great, but the OG one is the one.
Around that time, I didn't even have a game.
Yeah, that was when I was a kid. So I'm 36. So you're 24 now, right?
Yeah.
Dang. Yo, so NBA be riding horses too? Let's see. Red Dead Redemption. View.
After 5 years, I have finally completed Red Dead Redemption 2, and it is just as good as everyone said. I, Jacob Stevens, will absolutely take the L on this one, no shame. Red Dead 2 is something that I picked up literally I think a week after launch day. I was super excited, I never really got into the first one, and I just heard nothing but amazing things. I got to like chapter 4, and for some reason, it just did not click with me. About middle to end of last year, I started making TikToks talking about how I just really didn't care for Red Dead 2, and I feel like I built a reputation of that. Everyone had commented and told me to replay it, and so I finally have. Let's get into it. First off, this game looks incredible. This came out in 2018, and it looks so much better than a lot of games coming out today, and that's embarrassing. The world is... that is where a lot of Arthur Morgan's...
So you asked...
Here is my bite-sized...
So you asked me to review Red...
Yes.
Alright.
So you asked me to review Red Dead 2. This one complaint is the only issue I have.
Here is my bite-sized review for Red Dead Redemption 2, and for anyone that is hoping that I'm going to be giving this game a 10 out of 10 score, you might be disappointed by this review and might want to keep scrolling onward. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great game. There is no denying that. Just personally, it's not my favorite game of all time. I will say, Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best written video games ever made. The story is phenomenal. It's got an excellent cast of characters that you are going to love and hate in all of the best ways. And Arthur Morgan is one of the best protagonists ever made. This game has some incredibly high highs, but at the same time, for a 60-70 hour game, I think they could have easily cut out 10 to 20 of those hours, and it would have been a much better game. My biggest issue with Red Dead 2 is the pacing of its narrative. I think the first half of this game's story is incredibly well paced, but then you get to chapter 5, and I think it drags to a halt, and then on top of that, you've got the epilogue that is twice as long as it needs to be. You could have cut the epilogue in half, and I think this game would have benefited from it, especially with how well done Arthur Morgan's story wraps up. Getting that epilogue kind of feels like it's overstaying its welcome in a way, at least for me. I also think the gameplay is awkwardly paced. While I don't mind the Rockstar formula and thinks it gets the job done for Red Dead 2, I don't love the overfixation on this game needing to be as realistic as possible and having animations for every single thing you do. I really think it bogs down the momentum and can really feel tedious after a point. Again, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great game. It has one of the best stories in gaming, and I think everyone should play it at least once.
Alright, let's look at some gameplay. That's what I wanted to see. Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay.
You got me feeling like a child now. 'Cause every time I see...
If you only played the story missions in Red Dead 2 and you say that the game is boring and the world is empty and there's nothing going on, you have failed. The entire game is out.
Gameplay!
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sand.
You got tuberculosis.
I got these He's up like some type of minute scientist or something.
They call me a killer. You're about to find out why.
Come on, you don't have to take that.
Take it easy. I ain't serious. You came down. They call me a killer.
Hey, what's up? We got Nacho in the building. We got Cliss in the building. We got Husky in the building. What's good? What's good? What's up? We got Nacho in the building. We got Cliss in the building. We got Husky.
They call me a killer.
Yo, are y'all Red Dead Redemption fans?
I don't miss. Got real good aim.
Oh, relax, will you?
Ha! I know a coward.
Dang. Schmack.
I don't miss. Got real good aim.
Today we're going to take a closer look at the incredible attention to detail that Red Dead Redemption 2 has put into the game. We'll be playing as Arthur with a long beard and observing our gang's reactions.
Reckon you might be winning the beard competition now, Arthur.
Ooh, don't that beard feel all itchy?
You spoken a Dutch since you got back?
Oh, look. It's Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
Well, I should get back to it.
Okay. That beard's getting a bit presidential, isn't it?
I don't think I could grow a beard like that if I tried.
Well, look at that beard.
My, that beard came on fast, didn't it?
You know, that beard kind of suits you, Arthur.
Hey,
you're gonna have things living.
Today we're going to take a closer look at the...
All right. That's a little bit about Red Dead Redemption. I'm with it, man. I gotta play that game again because I think Rockstar made Gun as well. Gun game. Oh shoot! It was actually from Activision, Neversoft, and Activision. All right. Well, now we got our last topic for the stream, and our last topic of the freaking 2023 is 8 underappreciated games of 2023. This should be pretty good. Let's see what's up with that. All right. Let's go, shorty.
The defining mood of this era of gaming is definitely FOMO. Who's got the time to play all these games? You don't have to be a professional writer about games to feel it. We are bombarded by new releases and meaningful updates. Even years-old games stage meaningful comebacks. The market isn't saturated, it's a broken dam flooding a landscape with more products than the world can collectively notice, buy, and play. By the end of the year, 12,000 new games will have released on Steam alone. And in parallel, there's a skyline of towering PC gaming fixtures that want to be played daily: Counter-Strike 2, Valorant, League of Legends, Apex Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, Dota 2, and on and on. To give a little more daylight to games that we think deserve it, here's a handful we think you shouldn't go into 2024 without noticing. Xenatilt. One of Xenatilt's nightmarish, cybernetic alien bosses/tables. Image credit, Wizenwar, Flarb. A pinball fistfight against cybernetic gods. Edgy and neon, Xenatilt feels like a pinball machine manufactured by doomed cyber demons. I love the way it stokes antagonism against the playfield. You're not just racking up points, you're activating turrets that chew up streams of centipede-like bugs, dodging pink energy blasts that deflect your ball, breaking the individual faceplates of miniature alien robot gods who wince as you smack them with your balls. It's inscrutable in the way that many pinball tables are. Collect XP medals to earn multiplayer medals. One tooltip states, at one point my score jumped from 5 billion to 7 billion and I could not, under sworn testimony, explain to you why that happened. But it's also plenty forgiving, encouraging you to manually nudge the ball to keep it in the play field. Bonus jackpot, if your monitor can rotate 90 degrees, you can play it in 9:16, the
Thanks for the likes,
cool
thanks for the
aspect
likes.
ratio that all the other kids are using. Evan Lottie, Global Editor-in-Chief. Mars First Logistics. One of the cobbled-together rovers in Mars First Logistics lifts an industrial drone for transport. Image credit, Shape Shop. Build simple Mars rovers, then complete Death Stranding delivery missions. An indie game made specifically for me came to early access in June and I nearly missed it. Mars First Logistics is a simple, gorgeous little driving game about designing vehicles for extremely specific delivery jobs.
We in the building.
Need to carry
Thanks
a
for the
box?
likes. Thanks for the likes.
Snap on a wide hook and a piston to pinch it in place for the journey. Next job is a watering can? Replace the tip with a simple hook and servo motor, or go wild with an elaborate vertical crane lift. Developer Shape Shop is updating this one on the regular with new missions, and most recently with Steam Workshop support so that better builders than me can fill in the gaps in my imagination. Morgan Park, staff writer. Sponsored links. Play this game for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. Raid Shadow Legends. Jagged Alliance 3. Jagged Alliance 3 mercs face the greatest fear of every gun for hire, a pack of hyenas. Image credit, Haemimont Games. Advertisement. Every 80s action movie, but XCOM. This astoundingly good turn-based strategy game released 3 weeks before the best turn-based RPG of our lifetimes. Oof. I imagine this feels like dropping your comeback album right before some new Beyoncé. Jagged Alliance has always been an underdog series, a quirky cocktail of every bad action movie poured into a deliberately chaotic turn-based strategy mold. With JA3, Bulgarian studio Haemimont Games, Tropicos 3-5, Surviving Mars, elevates this style of RPG strategy hybrid into a scrappy, go-where-you-want sandbox campaign. You're free to make mistakes, get your mercs perma-killed, and lay out intricate jungle ambushes or prison escapes that go all to hell the moment the shooting starts. Embodies so much of PC's
This looks pretty
sandbox
tight.
spirit.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think?
Invites you to come up with creative.
What's some good games I should
Also,
check
just a
out? What's some
substantial
good games I
campaign
should check
that you
out?
can grind for 40 hours. It's my single favorite game of the year, a game that synthesized my love of Arma and XCOM. Evan Lottie, Global Editor-in-Chief.
All right, let's see what else we got. What else we got? Super. We got Super Mega Baseball. A much needed on the field baseball game on PC. I've banged the drum for years about Metalhead Software's cartoony yet deep Super Mega Baseball series, and I was a bit concerned when a Canadian developer was absorbed by EA in 2021. Happily, Super Mega Baseball 4 delivers the same depth of managerial decision making and uh arcadey on-field play as the SMB3 did. I do wish it had even a bit more, but there's still no way to directly trade players and other teams a semi-baffling omission in a baseball game these days. But until we get MLB the Show on PC, this is a great alternative. All right, let's see what's up with Super Mega Baseball, y'all. What's good with this? Shout outs to everybody watching the stream. Shout outs to everybody liking the stream. I appreciate that, y'all, man. Niki na lagaba. Super Mega. Super Mega Baseball.
10th.
Go, 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 go!
Cats home. Get some cats home. 3-3. 3-3 game. 3-3 ball game.
Oh, this is serious, bro. This is serious.
This is why people watch baseball. I get it now. I finally get it.
This game was intense.
The worst. That was terrible.
This pitcher hit me.
Take your bet.
Here is my quick-fire review of Super Mega Baseball 4. Let's go! Super Mega Baseball 4 has actually just dropped. It's on EA Play, and if you guys have the early access like myself, you guys can play it right now. This game is by far one of my favorite baseball games of all time. It's like if the Bigs 2 and MVP Baseball 2005 and MLB Slugfest had a three-way, you get Super Mega Baseball 4. This game also has 242 legends that are not locked behind a paywall. They have one of my favorite players of all time, Steve Garvey, Eric Gagne, and also Babe Ruth. Not to mention they got Big Papi David Ortiz, and this game looks so damn good. I want more arcade games like this. The graphics, the atmosphere, and also Metalhead and EA Sports, you guys knocked it out of the park. No pun intended. I picked this game up on my Nintendo Switch and Xbox Series X. Are you? Here is my...
That's pretty lit. That looks pretty lit. That looks pretty lit. Let's see. The Lighters League.
This is the Omnivert Gamer doing a 1-minute review of the Lamplighters League, a turn-based action-adventure game. This has to be one of the worst launches I've ever seen. The game is basically unplayable. Because of bugs, crashes, and a corrupted save data system, I lost hours of progress consistently, to the point that I just gave up. The most disappointing thing about this is the fact that when the game works, it's actually pretty fun. I enjoy the mix of real-time and turn-based gameplay. The characters are interesting, and the progression is good. There's also a good variety of mission types, and a nice-sized map. But it's all overshadowed by the unstable foundation that this game rests upon. Overall, I would stay away from the Lamplighters League.
Dang.
At least until it's fixed.
Come on, Lamplighters. Y'all gotta fix your game, man. You said the game is good, it just don't work, man. You gotta fix the game, Lamplighters. What's up with Deceive Inc? This looks interesting right here. This looks like some spy versus spy type stuff.
Gamers, are you looking for a brand new extraction shooter that's like no other? I recently came across this brand new game that is taking the extraction shooter market by Storm. In Deceive Inc., you play as a super spy whose main goal is to
I
infiltrate
said
the vault,
spy versus
steal the
spy.
briefcase, and extract with it alive. But that's not all. While you're doing this, you and 10 to 12 other players are also trying to blend in like any of the other NPCs in the map. This means if you've got main character energy, you're gonna have to learn how to blend in for a little bit. Of course, you can just go out guns blazing and just shoot every NPC, but there are punishments for doing that. There are 9 agents you can choose from to help you accomplish this, each with their own set of weapons and skills to help you get the job done depending on your playstyle. There are also a number of really cool gadgets, of which you can have 2 at a time. Some of my favorites include the spyglass, which makes it really easy to blend in while also getting things done. The holo mimic, which allows you to turn into a bunch of different kinds of objects around you that you can find in the map. And a tripwire, which will allow you to set up different traps that will blow other players' cover if they cross it. One of my favorite parts about Deceive Inc. is that it's not that sweaty of a game.
All right. Check out Ayo. Make sure to go check out Deceive Inc. if that interests you. At least sounds like the game works. So what's up with this Aliens Dark Descent? I put the chat. I finally got the chat on the screen and no one's commenting. But at least that rhymed. That's a dope thing. Hey, the Riz.
This is the Omnivore Gamer doing a 1-minute review of Aliens Dark Descent. This is a real-time strategy game set in the Aliens universe. Not that I had high expectations going in, but damn, yet another unfinished and untested game to be released. It has a lot of bugs and glitches, and I can forgive some of them, but it has bugs stopping you from completing.
Is this guy serious or is he just a negative person?
1-minute review just for you. Today we're looking at Aliens Dark Descent on PC. This is not my game of the year, but it is one of my new favorite games. The real-time combat with the slowdown or pause option to strategize makes every moment aliens are charging at you an adrenaline-filled battle. When you know one mistake will cost the lives of your Marines, you have to analyze every possibility to keep them safe. The game has lots of systems such as weapon skills, passes on each Marine, good and bad, managing a base hub like XCOM, and the delicious aesthetic of Aliens IP. The graphics, especially in the cinematics, are a bit hard to look past, and the story is fun but not groundbreaking. The bugs. I had one where my mouse just completely disappeared, another where the elevator I needed to use was just not working, causing the entire death of my team. Thankfully, a restart resolves these issues, but it was definitely frustrating. Hopefully with some patches, the developers can drop a nuke from orbit and obliterate the bugs, but we have to take them into consideration here. The game will take about 20 to 30 hours to 100%, and the replay value is pretty high, especially on harder difficulties. So grab your pulse rifles, smart guns, and shotguns, and dive into...
See, this review was totally different than this freaking negative freaking Nardwar over here. So, but what's up, man? He never said the video game was broken. Oh, what's this about? This looks crazy, bruh. This looks like Elon Musk's favorite game. All right, this is gonna be our last game, and then we're gonna wrap it up, man. This has been a great stream. We're about to hit 2,000 subscribers, y'all. Like, this is crazy, bruh. I want to say thank you. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna have a great 2024. Let's go. Let's go. Hoolagans. All right. I need to see a review.
Dallas Principle is puzzle adventure game with fantastic graphics and unique puzzle mechanics.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother. Sorry.
The Talos Principle 2 has been released. It's a puzzle game reminiscent of the Portal series. The reviews have been released and they are very favorable. Would you play the Talos Principle 2? The Talos Principle 2 has been released. It's a puzzle game reminiscent of the Portal series. The reviews have been released and they are...
This ain't a review that he just talked. He just... Trash.
Video games you've maybe never heard of. Today, the Talos Principle. I affectionately refer to this game as Medieval Portal. You play as a robot, making your way through different sets of puzzle tests set up for you by a godlike figure who's talking to you throughout the game. The test mostly consists of you redirecting lasers to their targets, which disables barriers and allows you to move forward. These computers are sprinkled throughout the game, and they're another test for you, They actually ask you philosophical questions. The computers also have tons of files for you to peruse, and if you have the patience to read through them, you'll unlock a really interesting narrative happening behind the scenes. My number one gripe with this game is motion sickness. I've mentioned before that women experience motion sickness at a higher rate than men, and this game is no exception. It's so bad in this game that there's a whole section in the settings devoted to helping with motion sickness.
Interesting.
And honestly, I didn't find any of the settings terribly helpful. Mostly for that reason, I have to give this game a 5 out of 10, but if you said that this was your favorite game in the world, I wouldn't argue with you.
That's a decent review. Watch out for that motion sickness. But with that said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. You know, we talked about you know, that guy at Amfest talking about, you know, praising his colonizing ancestors, calling them brave when they clearly committed crimes against humanity. We talked about the mask mandate that's now in effect here in LA county facilities such as like hospitals and such. Be tuned for that to possibly be mandated everywhere in the city. We talked about Twitter possibly allowing you to live stream directly from X or whatever, Twitter. We talked about DJ Akademiks getting $500,000 stolen from him from his I don't know if it's his current girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. We talked about NBA YoungBoy's favorite game being Red Dead Redemption. I gotta check that game out, actually. And lastly, we just got done talking about our 8 underappreciated games of 2023. If you stuck around for just 20 seconds, man, I appreciate it, yo. Shout outs to 2024, and I'll see you guys next year. All right, I'll see myself out. Please subscribe. Hoolagans.